Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was uncomfortable. Wes, thank you for your subtlety. I really appreciate that. But thanks to my colleagues, Steve Friedman and Judy McGrath at Table 3, that PSA will be airing tomorrow on MTV. That double fudge brownie didn't sound so bad. Does it suck, or is it edible? No, I don't know. Don't. Maybe later. Brian, you and your 18-year-old boy might want to watch some MTV instead of that mindless NASCAR crap. You know, they just go round in circles. They come back to the same place they started in. Just an FYI. Anyway, so the first thing I need to do, and I'm sorry to do this, but is to wish my missus a happy birthday. She is the veteran I know and live with and has put up with me for far too many years, and now I learned she shares her birthday with the Marine Corps. The next thing I want to say is, you know, one of the treats you get to enjoy as an empty suit like myself is you get to stand up here and take credit for everyone else's work when you really don't do that much yourself. So fortunately, I work with professionals, if you can call them that, the finest professionals in the business. Some of them even showed up tonight for the free booze. They're at tables 3 and 5, rattle your jewelry if you have any. The truth is they really inspire me and their teams every day to achieve greatness, including the work that you just saw and the work that has led us here. I'm honored to really represent all of them tonight, so thank you. So, as the song goes, I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier. In fact, I'm really a very simple dreamer. The son and son-in-law of 2 vets who has had the good fortune of never having to serve in war, but the misfortune of witnessing far too many in my lifetime. So it was actually odd growing up in my house, since my dad was really a student of the art of war. He read voraciously about World War II, the Korean War, which he served in, the Civil War, and pushed me to watch the classics about the full art of battle. 4 Feathers, the Battle of the Bulge, Guns of Navarone, The Train, Dawn Patrol, all while I was obsessing with The Wizard of Oz, E.T., and Finian's Rainbow. I really like leprechauns. I still dream about them, but I don't know what it was, but this is not about me. So I never really got the connection between these 2 genres, yet in my demented mind, they really had a very direct linear connection to one another that my career really clarified for me. So having spent my adult life at MTV with really the maturity of a 19-year-old boy and the emotional volatility of a 15-year-old girl, and they know it's true, I've been, unfortunately for all of you, I've been allowed to nearly decimate all that is sacred in modern culture by giving birth to Jackass, Beavis and Butthead, Napoleon Dynamite, the classic Pootie Tang, and the Osbournes. You don't have to be polite and clap for that. You really don't. Which is really the creative culmination of one twisted boy's dreams. Yet while those images flooded our airwaves, the conflicts of the world raged on. And we kept hearing from our audience that many of them, their brothers, mothers, sisters, fiancés, and best friends were going to fight this war and were losing their loved ones to it. And they asked us from military bases, from boot camps around the world to help them, entertain them, fight for their rights, send them great music, and let the world know what it's like for them to return home and pick up their lives. So while MTV transmitted my alter egos, Beavis and Butthead, around the world, we felt it was our duty to call on the leaders to talk about these conflicts, tell us when they might end, and to provide enough assistance to those veterans returning from foreign lands. For these brave men and women, like many of you here, were devoting their time, loved ones, and too often their lives for all of us to continue to pursue our dreams back home. The least we could do is use our access into people's homes to help shine a light on their service and their personal stories, especially in light of what's happened this past week, as well as providing some choice moments of escape, release, music, and occasionally showing some jackasses getting kicked in inappropriate places by children. That is what we do. So thank you to the IAVA for this recognition on behalf of MTV. And though I was in that videotape and my name was mentioned, it's really a group effort on behalf of all these channels. So from MTV, CMT, VH1, and Logo, and all of my colleagues at MTV Networks, it is us who honor you today and every day, the veterans having served us so bravely. We thank you.